Welcome to Cohesive Friendship Unit. My name's Chris. I'm here with Jake,
Hey guys.
Brian,
What's going on?
and Jeremy.
Yo, what is up?
Guys, it's been a long time. We finally have news about news on The Last of Us Part 2. There is a press event that has been announced for 2 days before the actual date of the outbreak in the game. September 24th, we are going to be learning lots of things about The Last of Us Part 2, and we're going to talk about what we need to know. But before we get into it, we are doing a giveaway, guys. At 1,000 subs, we're giving away a copy of Conan Exiles. All you got to do is be subscribed to the channel, and yeah, we would super much appreciate your support. We're very close. Guys, Last of Us Part 2. We only have but a few minutes of gameplay. They say it's a PS4 game, but that has not by any means been totally 100% legit confirmed. Like, we have not seen box art or anything. We don't even know when this game is coming out. The PS4 is being sunsetted. What's the deal with this?
It's a PS4 game.
Okay, let's start there. I think yeah, it's
The
PS4
title
game.
of the video says PS4.
Well, yeah, but that was years
This is
ago.
old, though.
That was like
Yeah, it was 2 years ago, but it's too big of a commitment. If Sony backed out of this, they would look like assholes.
okay. Cross-gen, yes or no?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, so they've already confirmed the PS5 is backwards compatible. So is it like, are they going to release two versions, or is it just going to be this and you just play it on your PS5?
Two versions.
Two versions.
Or
Yeah.
like maybe like what they did with GTA when it came out on PC, like an enhanced version.
Well, that's the question. Yeah. So
Yeah,
so
I think that would probably be more likely than two completely different versions.
so The Last of Us Part 1 came out at the end of the PS3's life cycle, and they did re-release the game as a full re-release on the PS4.
Like after a while, or like close to simultaneously.
Pretty soon after the PS4.
Okay, so that's roughly what I mean. Like, do I know necessarily that it's going to come out day and date as like cross-platform? No. Like, but is there going to very, very early in the PS4 or PS5's life cycle? Is there going to be an enhanced version of this game on the PS5? Yeah.
All right. So, release date is kind of up in the air, right? There's not a whole lot of time left till the PS5. We're talking like literally a matter of months. Like at this point, honestly, probably a year is left, 12 months. And we're getting this September 24th event. The Last of Us Part 1 came out in June of 2013. So it came out in June. If we're just looking for historic data here. The Last of Us Part 2, there was like, they interviewed one of the voice actresses / performers, and she almost broke her NDA. She said, oh, it's coming out in, and it sounded like she was about to say February, but she stopped. So I don't know. Everyone's thinking February.
When does that come out, by the way? I keep writing on your Instagram.
coming out
Every time you post a photo.
So I don't know. Do you guys think it's going to be like, do you think it's going to be holiday next year? Do you think it's coming out this year? Like, where are we at here? I'm voting February, personally. If we got a September event, we get through the holidays, then they market the fuck out of it from January to like late February the game drops.
Why miss the holiday though?
I think they would have announced it's coming out this year. Also, Death Stranding is November 8th.
That's fair. Yeah.
Then why not wait till next holiday?
Because next holiday the PS5 is coming out.
And we just
And it's
know
a
that this is
launch
coming out
title.
before then?
Like
If this was a
I don't know.
PS5 launch title,
Actually,
I
yeah, that would make sense.
Said that.
it's a long ass cycle though. Like we first heard about this in what, 16?
2016, yep.
Yeah.
So it's been almost 3 years already. You're gonna push that out to 4? Like
I mean,
you gotta
Games
kind
take
of
a while.
like the thing is with like the hype wave, you gotta stay on that shit. You gotta keep coming out with stuff to stay relevant.
well, that's the thing. I think this event is like the kickstart of like the hype. Like I think this event.
yeah, probably
yeah.
because otherwise they're gonna be in some trouble with their image, I guess you could say. Because like if you don't hear anything, you kind of assume the worst.
Yeah. Well, again, we're at the end. This is it. Like, there's only so many months left. Do we think we're going to get the release date in September?
Probably.
I think so.
Good chance.
I would tend to agree.
I mean, we could probably expect gameplay. That's kind of the next big thing left to see.
So yeah, that's the next. That's
Well, but they already gave us gameplay, so they already have something that at least kind of works.
it's 2 years old at this point, though.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
also-
it needs to be playable at this press event. They're bringing people to an event in person. Makes me think you gotta have this playable.
Yeah.
That's a
If
pretty
that's
good
the
difference.
case, then they
Yeah,
must
that's
be. They're close. I mean, it would be coming out in February in that case.
Yeah, but that I agree with. Like, that release date doesn't really make that much sense.
February.
If that's where it falls in the dev cycle and they're just trying to get it out the door, then, like, sure, but, you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't really line up with holidays. Like,
The only support I have for February is Horizon Zero Dawn, which was another PS4 exclusive. Different studio. Still PS4 exclusive. That came out in February.
I don't think they expected. I mean, I'm sure they expected Horizon to be big, but I don't think they expected that it would be quite as big as it was.
Well, and The Last of Us came out in June. That's not a good time to release a video game either.
I mean, holiday
beginning
season's
of summer.
not all it is cut out to be for some of these games. Like for Nintendo, I think that's make and break because those are family-oriented games. But Last of Us is definitely not. Like
Yeah.
your middle schooler's not telling their mom that they want this for Christmas.
Also,
yeah, but you've never bought yourself a Christmas present? Like,
Well,
Yeah,
that's
but
the
I'm
thing,
like-
Brian.
I'm an
people-
adult.
Yeah, people are gonna if 18, you're gonna buy The Last of Us on day one if you want to play The
no,
Last
but,
of Us. Like,
but what I'm saying is, like, I'm an adult, and, like, I'm more inclined during the holiday season to, like, see something and be like, that's something you've wanted for a while, and, like,
Or you get a
Go
gift of
ahead,
cash
go
or a gift
for it.
card or
Yeah, or
Amazon
you
card,
get
and then you
something
go
that's
spend
like,
it.
I can
People spend
spend it
more on
on
the
this.
holidays.
Maybe they
But,
open up
like-
pre-orders in the holiday season.
that would make sense. That would make sense.
that would make sense. That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
But I think it's also arguable that Death Stranding. I mean, when is Death Stranding being released?
The 8th of November.
Yeah, I think you could argue that. Well, I mean, February. That's a big release. Could it would it be starting to eat into the tail end of Death Stranding's kind of?
I don't think so. That's like
That's
5
only-
months.
No, it's not 5 months. It's like 3 and a
Well,
half.
beginning of November to end of February is because it is
It's
beginning of
gonna-
November.
It's going to
Oh,
take
okay.
people a while to figure out what's going on with that baby.
That's true. It's gonna take
So-
months to even know
It's true.
what's
You
happening.
gotta walk all the way across America.
That takes a while.
All good points.
It's a 1-to-1 scale representation of the United States, and Norman Reedus has to walk across it.
Is
game.
it
What
south
if
of the
Death
border
Stranding
still in
is
it?
actually the far distant future of The Last of Us 2, and The Last of Us 2 is a prequel to Death Stranding?
Can you still go
think
to
it's
south of
likely,
the
dude.
border and get fireworks?
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, then I'm in. I'm in.
Or
in.
New Jersey, whichever you want.
No, you got to go to south of the border to see the fiberglass Mexicans. It's great.
I have been to south of the border a few times.
It's an experience,
actually.
man.
It is-
You
it is
know,
some- it's a gas station, all right. It's like Waldrug. All right. Well, so I think we all kind of agree. This is like if they're gonna kick up some hype, this is when you do it. This is when we get release date. I guess we're gonna get some playable feedback. What is there anything that we like need or want to see more of this game besides what we release date and get some maybe impressions? Like anything more specifically? Like, do we care about the details of the story? Do we care about any mechanics, graphics? I don't know.
I want to hit on the gameplay again. I mean, I know we've seen gameplay, but that was a very scripted gameplay segment. I want to see some raw, like the classic 30 minutes of gameplay with the game reviewer that's never held a controller before. I want to see that.
That's fair.
I think it is kind of difficult because of, like, this is kind of almost like a game that plays like a movie, or at least the first one was more like that. where that's so story driven, it is kind of hard to reveal too much about it, because if you go too far, like GTA, nobody really cares about the storyline. Like, people care, but they more care about what the features are going to be and all that. You could just reveal shit, but like this, if you let too much out, like, it kind of ruins. It's like letting people see too much of a movie before it actually comes out.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, because it's not a whole lot of games have to walk on that line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is like Sony's. This is it. Like, this game comes out, all eyes on the PS5. So if they want to like stick a landing, this is when you stick a landing. But Last of Us Part 1 definitely stuck that landing for the PS3.
Yeah. Also, the gameplay they showed us in E3 2018, I mean, that was advanced. That was a lot for that year.
Yeah.
So my expectations are high for end of 2019 at this point.
Cool. All right. Anything else? Cool. I think we're good. All right, Brian. What should our Last of Us 2 fans be doing right now?
Well, if you have any thoughts on this pre-press release video, I guess we're calling it, or what you think they might be coming out with, go ahead and hammer your thoughts on that down on the word box there. And like Chris was saying at the beginning of the video, when we get to 1,000 viewers, we're going to be giving away a copy of Bone Hands.
Conan Exile.
Conan Exile. Yeah, so if you would like a copy of Conan Exile, or if you like the content in this video, and if you watched this far, you probably did, go ahead and throw us a sub. We'd really appreciate that. And you'll be automatically entered into a chance to win that Conan Exile code. And smoke them if you get them, guys. That's all for me tonight, Chris.
Thank you, Brian. Catch you guys next time.